I'm Evan, I'm 30, and right now I'm practicing abstinence, but I also use condoms if I'm having sex. I live in Hollywood, and I spend my time, I'm mostly into music and into writing, and so those two overlap sometimes. And I'm also like a graphic artist. I do graphic design sometimes. I'm female-to-male transgender, and I'm basically looking to get the top surgery done, but right now I've been on hormones for 2 years, testosterone. My first year was using the gel, and like right now I'm doing shots. Currently, I'm not in a relationship, but there's someone that I really, really like, and there's a lot of people that I think are hot. I'm just kind of dropped out of the scene, to be honest. I'm more like just waiting for that one special person that I like. I'm just not interested a lot of the time, which is kind of like, that's due to my own issues. Like, I have depression, I have anxiety, so low sex drive is part of that, even being on testosterone, which is supposed to give me a high sex drive. But it's sort of like low sex drive, so abstinence works for now. But in the future, it might not. If you're female to male and you're on testosterone, you're generally very unlikely to get pregnant. But there is the slim chance that you don't know that you're still ovulating. And you don't know until it's too late. So that's why it's always a good idea to wear a condom anyway. And now also there's still the risk of sexually transmitted infections, which is definitely a good reason to wear one. As for the conversations that I've had with partners, I've basically been just hoping that they do the right thing, but at the same time I'm like, if somebody's like, well, I want to do it better, I'm firmly of the belief of just no. Basically, if somebody isn't listening to your needs, if somebody isn't responsible enough to protect themselves and you, if somebody isn't listening to what you say or what you want, then are you sure you want to have a relationship with them in the first place? It's like, there's so many other fish in the sea, and there's plenty of people that will listen to you and that will go with what you need to do to be safe. Condoms are pretty much available at any drugstore, any sex store, any place that you can go. Pretty much, even convenience stores have condoms. Pretty much anywhere, like, you can even get them for free. Like, if you go to the LGBT Center's medical office, they have them in a jar. You can pick them up for free. If I'm buying condoms, I'd buy them at a drugstore probably with a self-checkout, because it's kind of embarrassing a little bit, but self-checkouts help with that. If you're female to male transgender and you're having vaginal sex, you really do need to consider birth control. And otherwise, you need to consider your other options, whether they be abstinence, whether they be other sexual acts, whether they be anything. Everybody has different approaches to everything, and that regards being transgender, it regards birth control, it regards pretty much everything. Everything is personal, and that's the most important thing to consider.